Mountain Dew Kickstart. Kickstart your energy craze.
Happy
And
Thursday evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TASG Live and our Mandalorian live reaction. We last left you with Baby Grogu. That's what I'm going to call him. Baby Grogu in danger. Taken away from Mando. Mando, mind you, without the Razor Crest anymore. That thing went boom boom. Goodbye to the Razor Crest after having it being a recurring segment where it would just get, beaten up, fixed up, beaten up, fixed up, blown up by Moff Gideon. We saw Dark Troopers. That was awesome. The action felt very Battlefront-like. And not to mention, directed by Robert Rodriguez. So that was a great one. It was 33 minutes, so it was among the shortest episodes in Mandalorian history. I believe it's the shortest this season. Tonight we are joined by Steven. What's good, fam?
hey, thanks for having me on again. Glad to
Yes,
be a part of
for
this
sure.
tonight.
I mean, anything to keep... since you have that 1 month... Wait, no, are you on the free trial, or are you just there for 1 month?
I'm here for a month.
There you go. In for a month, why the heck not? Today was the Disney Investor Day. We just posted that vlog a little bit earlier. That was the vlog where I tried to go back and forth between my kitchen and the studio to make those announcements. It felt like the NBA draft, so I wanted to make it that vibe. So I believe that we're confirmed for season 3, but Ahsoka Tano, that her having her own series and all that stuff, that's big. I don't know about you, but that is massive. So, what do you think about that series so far? Like, what do you think it entails?
Talking to me.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna have any opinions of it until I get more information. Obviously, it's gonna be about Ahsoka.
It's about Ahsoka, yes, but speculation has it that it could be the rescuing Ezra Bridger, the search for Ezra Bridger. So, I mean, there's a very instant hit. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to talk today. There's a hint in there that it's going to be the world between worlds. If you just look at that title page, I retweeted it on my Twitter at TASG Vlogs on Twitter, and that's a huge hint that could easily be the search for Ezra Bridger. Ezra Bridger being one of my favorite Jedi, my personal favorite Jedi in the entire animated lore of Star Wars. Folks, it is midnight. Happy midnight. Mando's ship, I'm not sure. A lot of people have been saying that it would be Slave 1. That's one thing that happened last week. Boba Fett came back. All right, Season 2 is here. Chapter 15 is at 38 minutes long. And we are going to get ourselves set up. And Steven, I will send you the link right now. Give us a few moments, folks, as we get things cleared and set up. No, not that. Oh, yeah, kind of. Did you take the... Did you get it?
Checking it right now. Let's see here.
I accidentally sent you...
Chapter 1.
Yeah. Fixing that right now.
Ooh, Heather just texted. All right.
You're in?
I'm in.
All right. Oh, and it crashed. Yay. Bad time for it to crash. Could it be a holdover from the thing. Okay. Oh, right off the bat, Cara Dune. All right. Here we go with Chapter 15, Season 2, Episode 7. We are started now. You got what I need. If you're just joining us, we're at 14 seconds. 14 seconds. And saying the worst jokes on Saturday Night Live this season. Why did that kind of sound like Michael Scott?
It could be. It's like it transitions to the fire drill.
Gotta love the Lucasfilm Limited intro. Just pass it through a scanner.
I don't know how I feel about this Star Wars bumper here.
The branding.
Yeah.
Where are we? Where is... Oh. Scrapyard. Calcestis? Calcestis? Could this be? No, it can't. Come on, is it?
It looks like it looks like a prison yard. Manual labor.
I mean, it's a junkyard nonetheless.
Ah, there it is.
Mayfield. If you're just joining us to the stream, we're at 2 minutes 16. Nah, I'm good.
I can't wait to see his reaction to reuniting with Mando.
It's like, oh, he's not... I'm not gonna get into this shit again.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be like that. Look, Mando's gonna pop out of nowhere. He's gonna be looking right at him.
No, Boba Fett.
Wait for it. Hey, his armor.
Oh, wow, it's cleaned up. Wow. Oh, they've teamed up. Let's go.
What I tell you.
Yeah, you called it. Look at that green. It's so clean. I can't stop looking at it. Forget the shininess of Mando's armor. That green is so clean.
It's like I never seen green so clean before.
I never knew that there was this much green in the whole galaxy.
You apparently have not been to the forest moon of Endor.
Oh. Whoa. This mix.
The Believer.
Ooh, the Believer. Believe I'm a believer.
Oh, great. We're going to watch Shrek now, right?
If you want later.
No. That's too much green.
There it happened. We were doing a couple test runs and we noticed a couple of rollbacks, so it may roll back or roll forward, which is terrifying if we miss something massive.
Whoa, Rhydonium. That sounds familiar.
If you're just joining us, we're at 6 minutes 22 seconds. Never mind, there's even more green in the whole galaxy. Looks like the Philippines out there. Dallas, what do you think of Boba's armor, man?
It's funny because now it's the Force, and you were comparing it to like San Bernardino the last episode.
It's not the new outfit. It's the same outfit, but it's just cleaned up. That's what it is. You're going with us as a team. Heather, welcome to the stream. She's in chat. The difference between clean armor can make. It is currently out. We are at 7:58. Just about 8 minutes of 38-minute episode. Oh, wow. First of all, this kind of looks like the Cybertruck.
No, it doesn't.
My opinion, it does. I have a feeling this is supposed to be a backdoor pilot for Kara to be for a solo.
Or it could be a Mayfield spinoff.
Mayfield spin-off.
The Adventures of Mayfield.
Us trying to figure out how to fly in Star Wars squadrons.
Or trying to figure out the audio controls of the live stream.
That's true. Nobody saw him take it off. Could this be the first time we see him without a helmet?
We have seen him without a helmet, though.
Oh, I mean, in
You
front
mean
of
someone else
others,
seeing
not.
Wait,
It was
what?
IG-11.
So you mean a living person or a living being seeing him without his helmet?
Yeah.
Time will tell. We'll see.
My God. It's like I thought she was gonna turn against him.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
What's that one song that like from the Vietnam War where
Fortunate son.
that just like play this for like all of the overhead shots of this vehicle. That's what it looks like. Oh no, it's gonna skip ahead. You know who he looks like? Our econ teacher.
Who?
Mummery.
Are you serious?
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. Why do you have to make that reference? Like, I don't need that right now. That was a bad time, man. She's trying to enjoy the show here.
True. I'm a survivor. If you're just joining us, we're at 12 minutes 55. 12 minutes 55. Is it? Paparazzi, that's why. Ooh. Ooh. And I think for a second it almost felt like it was going to be filler.
Oh, we love galactic piracy.
Hondo Onaka? Could this be Hondo? If that is a weak way. Is it? My TV's very fuzzy right now. It's the connection between my phone and the TV. Could it be Hondo? Is it Hondo? That's a weak way. It has to be Hondo Onaka. Oh my gosh. I mean, he is alive in Galaxy's Edge. This is before that time, so... Oh my god, this is unexpected. Please, Filoni, Favreau. Oh, wait, are they weekly? God, I can't see. They look like weekly.
Wow, Blaster not working anymore. That's a first.
Blaster not working in the.
If only he had that best car
Ooh.
spear.
That crunch. That was a crunchy death.
Hey, now we know why Stormtrooper armor is so vulnerable to Ewoks. It just breaks.
They're not. They don't want to say weekly, but I want them to. Let it be weekly, please. But weekly can speak unless they're native. But oh shit. Oh shit. So they kill off Mando too? Haley Robinson, what's good, fam? Didn't think you'd be liking some Star Wars. Welcome to the show. 1737. Oh shit.
I mean, I don't want to be a naysayer. Why can't you just blow up the car? Why do you gotta keep on like putting
you.
it right on the Rydonia? Hi, Haley.
How did that not set off the Rhydonium? Stay. Yeah. He is our guest host for today.
Yep, providing bad commentary at bad moments.
And me providing the worst puns and jokes.
Yeah. That sounds 100% accurate.
Yeah, you guys did it. That's why you have the helmet on, so that you don't get recognized.
They're gonna try to make him take off his helmet. I'm willing to bet on it.
And I'll probably say that you'll be 100% correct. Heather, if it's Hano, doesn't mean just like. I mean, I don't know if they're weak-way or not. I can't believe they pulled that off. Imagine a Bob Iger cameo. Oh,
Stop.
oh. Who? Is this a Legends character?
Why can't he just put his helmet on? I mean,
Give me the dash stick. Ah. Oh, he's gonna do it. The first time he willingly takes that helmet off? Is this the day he takes it off in front of people? What's good, fam?
hey, this is the day.
This is the day. This is the day, not this is the way. This is the day. To him, this isn't the way. This is the day. We see him without them. It must feel like taking your mask off at Disneyland. Oh, we go see him. Yes! There it is! There it is! Proof that Pedro Pascal is the man in the mask. He will do anything. It just proves that. He will do anything for Grogu. That is a passionate man. Why did I say it like that? Who are you?
Ooh, ooh.
Who is this actor? Ooh. TK0, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm knock the fuck out of you. Nunya. I have a feeling that was improv. That had to be improv. I just had that feeling that it had to be improv. What you gonna do? It's so lush and tropical. Well, hey, thank you for joining us this far, Dallas. We hope to see you next week for the season finale. Oh, you have to tune in next time because that's the season finale. You know. Cinder. Uh-oh. You know, the funny thing is, right now I'm getting messages in the Instagram chat about the final exam.
Are you
And
kidding me?
they did the same mistake that I did. They didn't put down the marginal cost.
Why are we talking about school stuff right now? We've been over this. It's Mando time. You can worry about your
This is
school
the
stuff.
first time we're seeing his face in the company of others. Otherwise, he took off his mask for IG-11 in season 1.
Ooh, I love a guilt trip.
Oh my gosh. The First Order, that is.
You should just walk out right now. Is he gonna blast him? I feel like he should.
Oh, crap.
Ah, I knew it.
Oh, shit. What you staring at?
Yeah.
If only this scene was in Star Wars Rebels. That would have made that show 110 times better than it already is. I mean, I already think Rebels is such a good show as it is. This is co-op on Battlefront 2.
On easiest difficulty.
No, it's like random difficulty, but damn. We love teamwork, which is something that doesn't happen in Battlefront.
Oh, damn.
Only within your squadron, but that's it.
This is the way.
Seismic charges? Bum, 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 bum. This is the Camino map. Because they're sniping.
Oh, God.
We were just on that for TASG Gamer Live.
Unfortunately, look how that ended.
I want somebody on YouTube to do an edit of Battlefront 2, but it's the Mandalorian, just to send to EA for them to... They still miss.
Some things never change.
Year after year, and nothing changes when it comes to that.
Yep.
Blow up the Rhydonium. Okay. Now that's a Battlefront 2 cutscene. Something that I haven't had in a while. Oh
You
shit.
should probably change that then.
Oh. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, there it is! Yes! Yes! There it is! What did I say? Beautiful sound. Such a beautiful sound. Iconic. Just enough to make grown men cry. But that... Wow. So she's also involved with corruption as well.
Well, when he said that he heard rumors of her going legit, she did say not quite.
Good catch. Good catch, I'll give you that. That's pretty good.
Hell yeah. Oh, we love a good redemption story too.
Yes. What if this is Thrawn? Who's that? Who's that? Oh my gosh, it's like... What if it's Thrawn? Oh.
Ooh, a message.
Is he using his own words against him? Oh, that's so good.
Damn, shots fired.
Rick Famuyiwa. F to the I to the L to the L. ER. Filler is what this episode was, in my opinion. What do you think?
It was filler.
It's bound to happen. I mean, we didn't get it the last 2 times. We all thought it was filler. But it wasn't.
It was. However, it was a good episode. Like I've said, the filler episodes are actually decent. They're not like just boring filler. They actually move along the story. It's just not very like dramatic movement going along. Like this one was, we knew what was coming. We knew like they had to find where Moff Gideon is. They knew they were gonna have, I forgot his name already.
Mayfield.
So yeah, essentially we already had an idea of what the episode was going to be about. It's Mayfield helping them find Moff Gideon.
Yeah, but this close to the season finale? What are good examples of lackluster episodes before the season finale? Because I feel like now, so like this is a low episode in my opinion. So we're going to end on a very, very high note? You think that's going to happen?
I mean, I hope so. I hope it doesn't end on a cliffhanger that we have to come back for season 3.
Oh God, no! I don't want to do that.
Said, I do expect the season finale to be the longest episode of the season, because based on how this episode went and what it explained, there's a lot of like storylines that they need to clear up and like finish by the end of the season.
Like, could Ahsoka be back, or could it be? I mean, I don't know. This is too filler for me. I mean, yeah, they had pirates. I mean, expand the story on the pirates. I thought that there was going to be Hondo Onaka coming out. The biggest surprise was Din taking off the mask in front of all the stormtroopers. And that's something that he's never done, but he had to do it. This, just to get Grogu back. And that you could tell is character progression. He's willing to do anything for Grogu, and that's been well established throughout this season, especially in the last one, being one of the more sadder Mando stories. In the chat, what did you guys think of the episode? I know we got Jacob Covington back this week. You liked it, Heather. What did you think? And I know you finally caught up, like, over last weekend, finally. So, welcome to the club. I think, you know what? We should have, like, all three of us, Heather, Jensen, you, on for the season, or for the season finale. You know what? Let's do that next week, right?
It's up to them. I'll probably be available, as usual.
So... I mean, what else is there to say? Like, so, any references to anything that I missed? Because you said that the medal that they were carrying sounds familiar.
Yeah. So if you remember from the Clone Wars,
which arc?
I believe it's the arc that they find Gregor, because it's mostly the droids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe the lead up to that was like, basically there was the Republic War Council going on, and the Separatists decided to fly a hijacked cruiser right into the fleet that was filled with Rhydonium. And when it exploded, that massive energy wave like hit the ships, and basically you just see like the clones falling over and stuff, which was pretty good.
The clones falling over, and then was like, what, Obi-Wan talking to Anakin? I think I've seen that. Like, that was on a TikTok.
I mean, the episode where R2 kind of got destroyed because he was left on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they sent out rescue crews and they found him.
Jacob Covington in chat says, honestly don't know where this is going. And we really don't. We didn't have any previews. Again, the trailer was for the first 4 episodes. The Investor Day video that they had up only had up to what was the last episode. So we haven't seen anything yet. And I'm very excited. First episode, no Grogu. Good point. And you said you thought that he would gather more people. He gathered one person, and then he let that person go. God, I'm blanking on her name. Ming-Na Wen. Fennec. Right? Fennec. Boba Fett with the, might I say, fresh green armor. How about that? Ritesh, welcome. Our viewer from India. What's good, fam?
Seriously, you're never gonna let go about Boba Fett's clean green armor. That's gonna be a while before you do. It's like, man,
clean.
That armor was like
fresh, minty fresh. I have never seen, like, Heather's roundel is green. It's that green, fam. Heather says you thought it was pretty good. You wanted more. Yeah, we all wanted more. There was tension that we thought would happen. We saw it a little bit with the pirates, though what was surprising is that those thermal detonators never went off. First episode of Goku. Yeah, I texted to GC, the group chat to. Oh, we're doing this on the group chat that we're doing is on Discord, so it's on.
Check your phone, Mark.
Check my phone. What's happening? Oh. By the way, I'll send you the link, Heather, and then we'll all group watch somewhere. Ritesh, any Force user in this episode? No Force user, but everybody likes to speculate that Din is Force sensitive. I mean, what do you think of that rumor that Din is Force sensitive? I mean, we saw glimpses of that, I think, at the end of episode 3 with like the octopus trying to eat Grogu.
I really don't think he's Force sensitive. I don't think so.
It's just a speculative rumor. Yeah.
Honestly, I do not see him being Force sensitive.
So none in this episode. Seismic charge, yes. Oh my gosh. You know what? If I can go back, but it won't let me. Thanks, Group Watch. Or can I? No, I can't because it's on phone. Yeah, that like I saw that coming, but it wasn't at the right point that I thought, and then I saw it, and it's like, that's a great fan service one. I appreciated that. The world's most sexiest sound is a seismic charge. So, I mean, what do you think of that? That's fan service. I liked it. Din shows his face to others. That's true. Pinky Love. Yeah, and that's the first time we've seen it. Because the first time he did it he was reluctant to do it in front of IG-11, and that was even a droid. Boba Fett looks amazing. Repaint looks great. I don't think it's just a repaint, fam. I think it's like a full-on restoration project. I mean, like, you could see the lights on his chest plate. Kind of restoration.
But how was he able to restore it? Unless he just has Beskar like lying around.
If you remember,
there is the spear.
Well, if you remember, Navarro would be the last place the Razor Crest got restored and fixed up. So I think there must be some sort of. Well, don't they have, because Navarro had that one Mandalorian lady in the underground melting up the best. Yeah. Jacob is saying it's fully not Beskar.
I mean, he could be right.
If you have any information you have shared us, fam, go ahead. What's it made out of, fam? While that types up, he has the plastic that some clones used. So, but I mean, that kind of explains the degradation that we saw on Cobb Vanth. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing, Jacob. Beskar, what was at the time or still currently is? Because we've seen a lot of Beskar, at least that payment. It's not 100% like Din. Oh yeah, so it's like some sort of alloy or something that's a combination of both.
He said it was like clone armor, right?
Yeah, like a mix of that, like clone armor but with Beskar. Ritesh says today we got a sizzle reel of Bad Batch and Andor. Andor, like a little bit iffy on the name. Bad Batch, all for it. Big thing that we saw from Bad Batch is Order 66 happening. And we were debating with this during TASG Gamer Live just about an hour ago, and we were talking about how this is a transitionary period to the point where the clones would be decommissioned. So that's, I'm expecting to see that. Order 60, do you see them executing Order 66, the Bad Batch?
I think it's too early to say, to be honest.
From what we've seen in trailers?
Yeah.
And then
executing Order 66, I do not think they're going to actually show them executing Order 66. I feel like the show will take place either like probably sometime after Order 66 has already happened.
All right, I gotta look this up. Jacob has a full answer for us. Thank you, fan.
Plastoid.
Lightweight plastoid. Plastoid alloy composite.
Is it like the same? Isn't like clone armor and stormtrooper armor almost identical?
Mixed with Beskar. So Blastoid is the worn by Darth Vader. Clone Trooper armor consists of form fitting of black body glove. That's why Clone Trooper that's why Fives died, because it's just over a black body glove, so it would just go through him. That's why. Stormtrooper armor was made of a plastoid composite, and mixed with Beskar would make sense because he himself is a Mandalorian, which was officially confirmed. Same with Jango Fett, which was confirmed in the last episode. Not a lot of revealing things in this one too. It's like I'm thinking of also any cameos, but I mean that one actor looked pretty familiar. The guy that they were talking to. I don't know where I've seen the guy from.
Well, you could always just look it up.
IMDb. We had a ton of announcements today from Disney Investor Day. Link is in the description, but it's on the channel right now. The announcements. I'm going to turn that down because I don't really need it. I'm just going to scroll there.
So Jacob says he could be wrong. However, I do like his theory, though. Because, yes, Beskar is very rare to get, like, a full set of Beskar.
It's like Minecraft trying to get as much things to build that armor. So it does make sense. I'm just trying to see here if I missed anything in terms of the casting. Because a couple episodes ago, the Ahsoka episode, we had Wing Ti Chow, former Disney Imagineer, and Giancarlo Esposito. And I'm trying to see here. Okay, for a second I thought there was a name that said Danny DeVito, but it's not him.
Honestly, I feel like we should just like watch the end credits. They'll probably just tell us like.
Yeah, I'm at the end credits right now. You wish we had a Mando moment or a Hondo moment? Yes, by far. When we saw those pirates, like my TV started glitching out, so I had to focus my attention to the phone, and like they really kind of looked like Weequay, but they didn't sound like it because Weequays can speak basic, but unless like they're speaking in native tongue, potentially. And I thoroughly thought that it would be Hondo that would be part of this episode. And that would be amazing to see him in live action, mind you. He is still alive in this era because he's alive in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is after this era, in the Resistance era. So he's an old man now. But how old would he be in the Mando?
Pretty old, but also I feel like his piracy like operations wouldn't be as big anymore because he's older.
Oh, that's true.
And in Rebels, he was already like slowing down because.
Well, I think he was mutinied.
Mutinied.
I don't know. Kicked off. He mentioned it the first time he meets he meets Ezra, and like one of those moments, I remember that. Heather, any takeaways? What other takeaways did you have? Other than that, I'd say closer to the end felt like an unfair Battlefront game on Camino.
So basically what we had like a couple hours ago.
Yeah. Did we have it twice or no? Because we went to Naboo. Jacob says, "I hope we get the Night Owls and the Force user."
Honestly, I would really like to see the Night Owls again.
Yeah.
However, I don't really see them like having a purpose in the episode because, like Bo-Katan said, like they want Mando to help them out.
Yeah. Hold on right here. So, if we take the average... Let's do some quick maths here, because I at least want to get some expectations started for next week, for the season finale already. Wow. 39, 32, 37. I'm doing season 1, 40, 35, 33, 40, 48. Average minutes for season 1 is 39.3. The average for season 2...
Jacob also has another good theory. I actually agree with that one. Bo-Katan helps Mando. She battles Moff Gideon for the Darksaber. I see that happening. I'm telling you, Din never got his jetpack back.
Are you sure about that, though?
Well, we didn't see it in this episode. I went back and rewatched the episode where he left it. I did not see his jetpack on him.
Do you think it was destroyed or blown up?
I'm not sure. He could have just left it there and completely forgot because he was too focused on getting the child back.
It's been a long day for me. But that's a great observation, fam. We do. We play Battlefront 2. Well, we tried transitioning to Squadrons, but we suck. And it's too niche of a game for us. Frankly, personally, I like the the openness of Battlefront 2.
Don't you mean the basicness of it, as in point and shoot?
PC, bruh. PC. On what is possibly the most garbage platform, Origin, which loves to cut off the audio from the Discord in favor of their own. Yeah. I have it also for the Xbox One, which I think can transfer over to Series S, Series X, but I ain't gonna spend that much money. I really won't. Not this year. Maybe next year. And we're talking about EA. Though I should take a look at the original Pandemic Studios version. I've heard those are good. Yeah, Battlefront and Battlefront 2. And
Battlefront 2 Pandemic Studios version back on the PlayStation 2. Master game. It holds up still.
Heather says, I thought it was funny when they just looked at each other after they killed Val. It's like they're looking at each other and saying, it's like, well, might as well, because there's a shit ton of witnesses in this room.
It's just funny when you get that moment of shock, like all the stormtroopers are like, huh? Like the stormtrooper holding his tray.
Yeah.
Like, what just happened?
It's a Star Wars Rebels moment. It would have made Star Wars Rebels that much better. I'm such a proponent of Star Wars Rebels. I'm just saying that the Ahsoka spin-off series is the search for Ezra Bridger, which I don't know about the name, but if you look at the title card, it looks like the world between worlds. That's what I've seen on Twitter, and I firmly stand by that. The voice actor for Ezra Bridger, something Gray. It's like, why am I thinking Nathan Gray? Something Gray. His voice actor posted that, or retweeted it, and so I'm like, that's highly sus, fam. If he's retweeting it, that has to be him. Cal Kestis, interesting theory. I mean, Shameless is airing its final season, but I don't think Cameron Monaghan had that much time for like a spare series like Mando. But then again, it's huge. Like it exploded in popularity, so that's not out of the question. Last week I saw an edit of when Grogu's on the Seeing Stone. He had Cal Kestis, Ezra Bridger, Luke and Leia. They were they looked as if they heard a call, and they looked at each other like in shock. And wow, I sent that to you, Heather. I sent that to you. But so let's think about what we might see in the next one in terms of Force users. We got Cal, we got Ezra, we got Luke, we got Leia. Mace Windu? I mean, that's a stupid rumor. I believed it. I heavily believed it, but I don't believe it anymore. Sabine has to co-star. Sabine has to co-star in the Ahsoka series, which, by the way, is live action and is a Favreau-Filoni joint. So I'm very excited for that. That's the number one on the priority. What was the other one? Because there's it's something of the New Republic. Something of the New Republic. I don't remember what it was. Because there's way too much, and I frankly threw up. Just thinking about it, there's a ton. Leia would be disrespect. Leia would be can you explain? Luke most likely, yes. Cal is who we want.
It's going to be Rangers of the New Republic.
Rangers of the New Republic, which, in my opinion, would have been, what do you call it? Cara Dune. It makes the most sense. Mace is a crazy theory, yeah. Agree. For me, I'm torn between, so Luke and Leia seems a little bit far-fetched, especially if this is Disney that's trying to separate themselves from the Skywalker saga. So I wouldn't. That's why I ruled out Luke and Leia. Mace Windu is a crazy theory that first circulated when we all thought that the Jedi in the Dave Filoni episode was going to be Mace Windu. Cal Kestis and Ezra Bridger are my 1 and 2, unless there's another one that we don't know of, or somebody from Legends that we don't know of. Any of those ones. Fisher passed away, and I feel like she made her final moments in the last trilogy. Yes, agree. Let her let's respect.
Like her legacy is
set in stone.
Yeah, exactly. She's one with the Force. We don't need to bring that up. And I agree with you with saying how Disney doesn't want to have the original characters mixed in with their new
Well, specifically Skywalker Saga, because of all the backlash, especially post original trilogy. Anything come on, everything made after the first 3 have gotten constant backlash from fans. The Mandalorian is the first one to have at least first of its kind, because it's a live action serial.
I think it's more because the Mandalorian is actually original.
Yes.
There's
absolutely.
There's references, but everything about it is original. The characters are all original too. There's no there's references, yes.
There's cameos, yes.
Yeah, and it also takes place in a time that the original trilogy didn't set up.
Exactly. The era between original trilogy and Resistance is highly unexplored. And right now we're also going to get a High Republic one. The Leslie Headland. How am I blanking on these names? Jesus. The Acolyte. The Acolyte, yeah. The Acolyte is High Republic. High Republic. So that's the new comic book series that they're making right now. But there's nothing between the eras between 6 and 7. We are getting a ton of content again from the prequel era. But where's the respect? Gives the respect to the eras between 6 and 7. I know everybody's, issues with the Resistance era, especially Star Wars Resistance.
I want to know like how the First Order became the First Order.
Exactly.
I mean, I have a feeling that time period will be like explained, not in films, but like in other media,
in series. Because let's take a let's take a look. Oh my gosh. Looking at the list of series that was announced today, all of these would have been individual films. Let's be honest. Let's be real here. All of that would have been its own movies, because we remember that we were supposed to have like a Star Wars film every year. Remember that? With the Star Wars story anthologies. The Star Wars story anthologies. But after Solo, after it bombed at the box office, they started Lucasfilm started becoming more reserved, and they said that they'd take a break from doing Star Wars movies. And that's why the next Star Wars movie isn't set to come out until 2023. So, the future of Star Wars is the series. And all the movie ideas that they had, at least most of them at least, are going to be, or went from movies to series. Jacob Covington says anything Filoni touches has turned into pure Beskar. Not this episode, he didn't. Not in my opinion, at least.
So,
do you think this is?
What's your opinion of this episode? Do you think it's your lowest one of the season?
Yes.
Very
mean, you actually had some legit peril and action in the Kryknias, but I put Kryknias as number one because I fucking hate spiders. But story-wise and action-wise, you blew up a couple of vehicles, but you didn't really put them. Closest thing to peril was them on the ledge, but it looked like a pretty easy ledge in my opinion.
I think this episode was more about like redemption and like how you see like a person is. Don't judge a person based on their appearance. Like, don't judge a book by its cover.
Well,
like how you saw like how
don't judge a book by its cover. Look at the public opinion on Gina Carano.
That's Gina Carano, but we're not talking about Gina Carano here.
That's true.
We're talking about Bill Burr here.
Bill Burr and his Saturday Night Live monologue. Heather says,
talking about
"Do we
Mayfield here? Like we all thought Mayfield's like
separate the character from the actor."
Exactly, but we all thought that he's a criminal, but he also served in the Imperial Army, right?
Yeah.
But looking back, he actually has regrets of his past that he's trying to He basically has demons from his past. That's why he killed the guy, because he's finally putting those demons to rest.
He's given the opportunity, and he shot his shot.
Literally.
We got a couple more comments here. Heather says, "Yeah, but do we want films? Yes, but no more trilogies, because the trilogies, at least as long as it's done right. But looking at even the prequels, they were not really. The dialogue-wise, it wasn't really good. And then sequel-wise, the storylines were everywhere." Jacob Covington says, "I thought it had a lot to do with character development, with Din showing how much he is willing to do." That is a good point. That's a point that I made. Steven, what do you think?
I think so too, because it's basically walking the fine line between the Mandalorian creed that he's taken and his commitment to the child. He's trying to before he was always following the creed. The creed was his life, but now that he has the child, he's willing to break that creed and those morals that he's basically lived with his entire life to rescue the kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it is significant character development,
and that has to do with the attachment.
Yeah.
Yes, I did notice that. Din has gone as far as breaking his moral line to show how serious he is about getting his son back. Completely Din character development.
I wouldn't say it was completely Din, though. It just introduced you to like side characters and how like,
well, here's the
side
thing.
characters actually have a.
I mean, I kind of agree to that. So that kind of changes the way I see this episode a little bit. Not just as unnecessary filler, but you see that again, as you mentioned, Din is willing to do anything, and he's willing to team up with. Oh man, I'm blanking out here. Help me out.
Din.
No, yeah, Din is willing to trust Mayfield. Mayfield, however you say it.
Bill Burr.
Bill.
Just say Bill Burr if you forget the guy's
How
name.
much he's trying to he trusts Bill Burr's character to get the coordinates, and that's something that he didn't trust him at first. That's why he framed him, and then now he sets him free. So that's good. I'm sorry, that was a horrible explanation, but yeah. Heather says, but now technically the only person who's seen his face now is Mayfeld.
And
I don't think it's just Mayfeld, because Mayfeld was being lookout. Yeah, he did get a glimpse, but any of the stormtroopers who were in there technically saw his face. Yet again is the way that he takes him in as a foundling, so it's not really breaking the rules. Badass Moff Gideon. Yeah, and let me tell you, he used his own words against him. Mando used Moff's own words against him. And so this is just like Hayden Christensen coming back to play Darth Vader. This is going to be the battle of the century up until Kenobi. So...
Wait, did you, like, looking at Moff Gideon when Mando was talking to him, he looked kind of shook. He's like, whoa, what did I just unleash?
Let me take a look at that. It's looks more like, God damn it, I thought we had him out of our way. I mean, he doesn't look shook at all. He just looks annoyed. I was like,
I still
this
thought he looked
guy.
Kind of shook, though. It was pretty funny to look at. He's like, uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it now.
But, like, I gotta say, an entire episode with no Baby Yoda or Grogu or the child.
I would have liked to see an update. I just want to know if he's being fed well. Sleeping in his cell with the world's tiniest handcuffs.
Or maybe like messing with the stormtroopers again.
Using them as his own baby rattle. Even for a 50-year-old.
Baby rattle, haven't heard that in a while.
All right, do we have any final thoughts before we wrap up here? That's true. Is he getting the nutrients he needs? Feed him the frogs.
No, feed him macarons.
Red macarons? Because it's the Sith, the dark side aesthetic. Yeah, he does. Jacob agrees with you. He needs the macarons. Macaroons. Which I think Thanksgiving week we saw a Binging with Babish episode on that.
He needs to feed him Oreos, like those Oreos with the bread frosting it. There's your Sith colors.
Feed him some Ronto wraps. Because I fucking love Ronto wraps. All right. So, We went a little bit longer than than we usually do, but because it's the second to last episode, might as well get some of our expectations in. And again, as you mentioned, Steven, you're expecting longer episode. I'm expecting at least some sort of Force user to appear, and it would have to be it has to be a surprise who it's gonna be. I'm going either Cal Kestis, Ezra Bridger, leaning towards Ezra Bridger because that's a Filoni character, or Ahsoka. We could be seeing Ahsoka again.
I feel like the biggest chance would be Ahsoka.
Yeah, I mean,
Ahsoka showing up with Bo-Katan.
Ahsoka. So the team right now is adding those two, Boba Fett. God,
Fennec.
I'm doing it. Fennec. Boba Fett, Fennec, Cara Dune, and
Maybe
we didn't.
Grief.
Yeah, we didn't see Grief, but I mean, he's probably just too busy. But we'll probably see him in the last episode, and then Ahsoka and Bo-Katan. Jacob's saying that he needs some Dole Whip from Disneyland. He needs some blue milk. My personal favorite, green milk. I'm a green milk kind of guy. And Heather is saying the eggs.
No,
I'm saying the frogs.
That was so disturbing.
That is so disturbing. That entire episode as a whole. Actually, you know what? Eat the Kirknia eggs.
You know what? I have a feeling New Republic is actually going to show up to help. The more I think about it, I feel like the New Republic is going to show up.
Oh, tie in to the new series. This being a backdoor pilot for whatever the show is.
I think it's just going to be like that because Cara Dune is a marshal of the New Republic.
Yes.
And that means she might have New Republic resources with her. And like the pilot said, people, like, something's going on, but the people in the core worlds are like not believing it. But
Coruscant.
What's up?
Coruscant.
Core worlds.
We've heard a lot about Coruscant in the last few years, but we've never seen it in the sequels. We've only seen it in prequels and Clone Wars. Give us Coruscant. We almost had it.
Though, that the New Republic capital is no longer on Coruscant. It's in the It's on Hosnian Prime.
Hosnian Prime gets yeah. Kazuda Xiono, part of the New Republic. No, he's too young. He's too immature. I can't believe I'm throwing out Resistance characters here. I'm sorry. So, anyways, guys, it's been a very long day for me. We did a 4-hour thing with our good friend Freddie from Imagine Tomorrow, and that lasted for 4 hours. So I'm dead tired. And then we had the Mandalorian live reaction today. So thank you for joining us. We got one more episode to go, folks. This has been a wild ride. I never thought that it would be this successful. Like my highest ever was like 50 live viewers at when the video was actually live, and that was the NBA Finals back in October. But then Mandalorian happened. And I was like, hey, you know what? Might as well do it just for the season premiere, and I'll just do like weekly vlogs about it. But no, I went live, and I went live again, and then we added guests like Steven and Jensen, and it's quickly grown. It's blown up. It's the first ever series that we've hit triple digits. We had 122 playbacks here today, 4 concurrent viewers. We had our largest audience last week with 10 at one time. So exciting stuff. Thank you guys for your support. Again, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're doing our final week of vlogs as well this week, and we'll be transitioning to some gaming for the foreseeable future. Thank you, Steven, for coming on the show. We'll see you hopefully next week.
Of course. Thanks for having me. And yes, I will be there for the finale. Season
finale next Thursday at midnight. Or no, next Friday at midnight. But we're here 5 minutes early to count this as Thursday. There's a Thursday episode of TASG Live. We'll see you guys next week.